Welcome to the Web Ring, and I'm your host, Coy Ring. 2009 is drawing to a close, and with that, so is the first decade of the new millennium. Many major events have occurred, like 9/11, Bush being elected to a second term somehow, the U.S. playing a decade-long game of Where's Waldo with Osama bin Laden and those darn weapons of mass destruction that are supposedly in Iraq. No, wait, they're in Afghanistan. Well, maybe Iran. No, definitely Iraq. Well, we found that guy Saddam. We should ask him. Wait, that's right, we executed him. Damn. Okay, well, enough with the political stuff. There's also been a lot of cool things to come out of this decade, like iPods, access to the internet without using a telephone line, HD TVs, text messaging, the list just goes on and on. One major thing that made this decade the most entertaining, personal information violating, anxiety-ridden decades in history is Web 2.0 and the do-it-yourself culture. Don't know what that is, do you? In layman's terms, it's the internet and its users' love of social networking sites like Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, and the oh-so-popular YouTube. What these sites have allowed people to do is create pictures, music, or video and show it to the world and get more exposure than people 10 years ago couldn't even imagine. Think about it. How easy is it to take a video of someone with your cell phone, iPod, or camera of them doing something stupid like getting kicked in the nuts or punched in the face and finding it so hilarious and saying to yourself, oh my God, this is so going on YouTube. Or taking a picture with someone and saying, OMG, this is so going to be my Facebook default. I'd be a liar if I said I hadn't done it once or twice. So how did this all get started? Well, that's what this video is for, to explain how far we have come in this digital age of expression. The year was 2004. The place was an O'Reilly Media Conference in October where the phrase Web 2.0 first burst onto the scene. The first true Web 2.0 website was everybody's favorite place to cheat on research papers, Wikipedia. This awesome website was created in 2001 by Jimmy Wales and Larry Sanger. This website allows its users to not only look up information on over 3 million topics, but they can also edit the information that's already there. Because of its user editing, finding a professor that credits this as a source is about as easy to find as, well, Osama bin Laden. Next to burst on the scene was PhotoBucket, which was launched in 2003 by Alex Welch and Darren Crystal. This website allows users to create uploaded pictures with everybody on the internet. The website was a hit with internet users and received so much notoriety that in 2007, Fox Interactive Media Company bought it for $250 million. Following the footsteps of photo sharing was video sharing. And what website do you think of when it comes to videos and the internet? YouTube, of course. Started in 2005 by 3 former employees of the internet site PayPal, YouTube is now one of the most viewed websites on a daily basis ever. And let's be honest, this site is awesome. And who do you think of when you think of the first real YouTube video to capture the ever-so-shortening attention span of our nation? This guy. Don't know who he is, huh? Well, how about I show you this super awesome video clip? Oh, now you know who this guy is. Gary Brosma from Saddlebrook, New Jersey has amassed over 700 million views of this glorious lip-syncing ability and was even voted by VH1 to be the #1 internet icon. That's right, him. Not Tila Tequila, not Paris Hilton, or stupid-ass Perez Hilton, or even Tom from freaking MySpace. Jersey represent. Another facet of Web 2.0 is the social networking sites that have become the center of teens and college students' lives. Social networking sites are websites designed for the user to create a social network or relationship with other people based on their interests and profile. Pretty much the user creates a profile about themselves like their own personal website and interact with people that they already know or are meeting for the very first time. The first social networking site to emerge was Friendster in 2002, which was created by Jonathan Abrams. This service allows users to contact other members, maintain those contacts, and share online content and media with them as well. The website is also used for dating and discovering new events, bands, and hobbies. Users share videos, photos, messages, and comments with each other via their profile. Friendster is now really viewed as the redheaded stepchild of SNS sites, and even though it started the Web 2.0 social network site craze. Next came the website that I feel caused about 90% of the fights that went on in my high school and high schools around me, MySpace. It was founded in 2003 by the infamous Tom Anderson. It was like Friendster, only more user-friendly, and you were able to put more of a creative touch on your profile to really make it represent who you are and who you're trying to be. It quickly surpassed Friendster as the top SNS site and dominated for the next 5 years. There were tons of fights and drama caused by this website. Most notably, the tragic death of 13-year-old Megan Meir. Megan was talking to someone on MySpace that turned out to be a joke by two of her peers that really didn't like Megan. The things that were said forced Megan to commit suicide. This made national news in 2007, and this ultimately started the decline in people using MySpace. In 2003, a sophomore at Harvard University, Mark Zuckerberg created the first website called FaceMash, which took photos of its users and compared them, and asking who the person who was logged onto the site, which one's hotter. This simple website would evolve to what we know today as Facebook. It was originally designed and used by Harvard students only. Then it moved on to only Ivy League schools. And from there it went to college students. Now, almost anyone over the age of 14 can access and create their own profile. The appeal to its users is that it has more privacy settings than MySpace, and it has a more sophisticated feel to it. In 2008, it took over the throne as the top social networking site, and today is the #2 most visited website daily, according to Alexa Internet Incorporated. There was one problem with Facebook that was recently resolved, and that was the infamous Facebook Beacon. Beacon was a part of Facebook's advertising system that sent data from external websites to Facebook, supposedly for the purpose of allowing targeted advertisements and allowing users to share their activities with their friends. Certain activities on partner sites were published to a user's newsfeed. Beacon was launched on November 6, 2007 with 44 partner websites. The controversial service, which became the target of a class action lawsuit, was eventually shut down in September 2009.
Okay, so I know there are like a billion more websites that I could go through and explain, like that website Twitter. Ugh. But hey, if you're watching this, you're either in my digital literacy class or you're on YouTube, which means you could look up more information on this stuff online. Just be sure that you're digitally literate about it and make sure the websites you visit are from credible sources, like a newspaper or an educational site, that ends in .edu, and not some random person's blog or website who likes to rant on how much they love or hate something like Pogs. Then again, Pogs are awesome. So anyone who hates them leads a sad and unhappy life. But seriously, take the time to actually look up information on how you can become digitally literate for the next decade of this brand new millennium.
I want to again, my friend, not a trend, but then they said rap was crap, but never hacked this band to the